Hi there, my name is Vic V. I'm a surgeon that works for the NHS. I'd like to say finally I've managed to release my app called Snore Doctor. Looks a bit like that. Now, Snore Doctor is a relatively simple app. All it does is that it records the noises that you make, or the snoring noise that you make when you're sleeping at night. So if you're spending the whole night like that at night, it records that and measures how loud it is and then puts it out onto a graph for you to look at in the morning. Now, this is my first app, and I'm sure there are better apps out there which have got a more polished look or work better, etc. But I think the only difference between mine is that it's completely free. There are no ads, there's no restrictions, you don't have to pay extra to get even better features. It's completely free. There are some affiliate links, so you don't have to click on them and buy anything through the app. But if you did, it would help me out because there's an awful lot there that I want to change, improve, and with your feedback over the next few months, you can tell me, actually, no, this doesn't work very well. Can you fix this and can you fix that? Once I've saved up enough money, I think I'm going to get someone to help me and put that together. It's taken me, I think, 3 years to put this thing together, and I've sunk quite a lot of money into this. So it'd be nice with this YouTube money I'm making here and maybe some of the affiliate marketing that I can get from it, I could try and make this better. Anyway, the point of this video is to try and explain how this thing works, to make it easy for you to navigate the system yourself and try and get the results that you're really looking for. So when you first turn on the Snore Doctor app, this is what you'll be faced with. To register for an account, you'll need an email and a password. You'll also need access to the phone, so we can send you an SMS code to keep your site secure. I don't get access to these details, so everything is private and secure. If everything goes well, you'll get access to this screen, which is the main screen of the app. So now that you managed to log in, you should get a screen something like that. And what I'm going to do now is explain what these 5 buttons do. But the most important one is the analysis and the record button. So I'll go through those as well. So let's start off with the record button, which is right at the bottom nearest to your thumb. You press this button if you want to start recording your snoring that night. To get the most out of the app, why don't you answer some questions like about how tired you are, if you're using any special devices to help you stop snoring, such as the INAP device or a mandibular advancement device. As you can see, I've decided to mention that I've got a blocked nose and I'm stressed tonight. By using these data tags, I can look back in the future at these nights and work out whether having a blocked nose actually affects my snoring or not. There is a free text area there as well if you need it. When you're ready, press start recording, and then the app will tell you a few things that you need to remember before recording your data at night. The first one is to charge your phone at night. Now, I've made this app relatively light on battery usage, so I typically get about 10% battery loss over a night's worth of data recording. The next thing the app will tell you to do is place the phone on your bedside cabinet in the same position every night. This is so you can compare each night on a like-for-like basis and avoids nightly variation in recording due to the direction that the microphone is facing. The last thing the app will do is calibrate for the background noise in the bedroom. So for a few seconds the app will listen to the background noise in the bedroom, and then it can use that to compare against how loud your snoring is. Try and be as quiet as possible at this point to get the true reflection of the background noise. You can, however, redo it if you need to. Once you've finished calibrating, you can finally press start recording and allow the app to start recording your snoring. You don't have to leave the screen on, it can be turned off so you don't use too much battery overnight. You can decide to pause the recording if needed, for example if you want to go to the toilet or you decide to make other noises in bed for a short time. In the morning when you stop the recording, you'll be given a graph like this, which shows you how long you've slept for and how much noise you managed to generate that night. You'll see from the graph that the noise is measured in decibels, so you have an accurate representation of how loud your snoring is. For reference, 50 decibels is roughly the same level of noise that a conversation makes. At 80 decibels, that's about as noisy as a vacuum cleaner, and when you reach 100 decibels, well then that's almost like a helicopter landing nearby. The app will automatically record a few of the loud points over the night so you can hear your snoring if you wish to. If you go back to the graph, you can see a little bit more detail if needed, and you can pinch, zoom and scroll to get more detail over the night and looking at the graph. If you want to see data from previous nights, just go to the analysis section, go to the date in question, and if there is a saved bit of data there, there'll be a little white spot above the date, and you can click on that and access the data as before. The other buttons include the profile button, which is just information about yourself, your height, your weight, your age, etc. There are also questionnaires there about your sleep and the way you breathe at night. The other buttons include the Snorepedia, which is just basically a link to my YouTube channel and some of the videos there. These are mostly about snoring and sleep apnea. Going back to the main page, you'll also see the store area where you can see some links to Amazon products which I have reviewed on my YouTube channel. Clicking on one of these links will send you straight to Amazon where you can buy it there. Using one of these links to buy something from Amazon will give me a small commission and it won't cost you anything extra on your end. Any money I make from these links will be ploughed back into the app and allow it to stay ad-free for you. So you might be able to realise now why I made this app. There are lots of things that we can change in terms of improving our snoring. So for example, you might want to see what your snoring was like before and after losing weight, or trying a device like a mandibular advancement device or a positional device or CPAP or an operation, anything. The idea is that you're trying to work out if it makes a difference. But the problem is that snoring changes from night to night, different times of the night, different nights in a week. Sometimes some weeks or months are worse than other weeks. What I'm trying to get is what the average score is in a month and compare that to something else. That trend data is far more powerful than having a sleep study, which is basically mostly just one night, sometimes 2 or 3 nights. And often these sleep studies are done in a hospital bed where you can't sleep very well. And if you've got a sleep study on and you may not snore as much, or you snore more than normal. So the point is to get a trend data from a long period of time to get an average of that and then compare that to another thing after an intervention. Personally, I think that information is far more powerful than a snapshot, which is because snoring is so variable. So as I said before, this is my first app. I'm not very good at making apps. I'm only a surgeon. I'm not an app designer or a web designer or whatever. I'm trying my best to make this free for my NHS patients or any patient out there. And anyone, as I said, can use it. If you find it useful, or you think that, oh, really it should have this changed, or this should be altered, or this should be improved, do let me know. I'll try and add it into the list of things I need to do to improve this app to make it better and better, and keep it free as well for all of you to use for as long as you like. And if you did find it useful and you like it, well, let me know, because it's miserable making an app and I don't think I'll ever make one again. If there's someone out there who wants to make an app for me, that would be fantastic. I've got loads of ideas, like one for helping people with tinnitus and all sorts of things I've got in my head that I want to do, but it's really difficult. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the app. I hope you get some benefit from it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.